Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Nick Aldis has announced a huge 12-person WWE Championship match for SummerSlam. The match was announced after a title bout had to be suddenly stopped by the referee on SmackDown tonight. The Wyatt Six were defending their WWE Tag Team Championship against Andrade and Rey Fenix in the main event tonight. It looked like the newly formed team would also become the new WWE Champions very soon after the match began, gaining the upper hand. They hit their finishers, and it looked like the Wyatt Six were about to lose and new champions were about to be crowned, when Nikki Cross pulled the referee out of the ring. This led to Wyatt Six being DQ'd and the match being called to a sudden stop. Other tag teams rushed in from the backstage area, and it turned into an all-out brawl. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis came out with a plan to stop it all. He announced that all 6 WWE tag teams were going to be battling each other for the titles in a TLC match at SummerSlam. The teams taking part in the match will be the Wyatt Six, who will be defending the WWE Tag Team title. They will face DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, Fraxium, Axiom and Nathan Fraser, the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, and the newly formed team of Andrade and Rey Fenix. Nick Aldis announcing the huge multi-person TLC match was intended to conclude the brawl, but it had no effect. The stars continued to fight, ignoring the security teams that had been called out to stop them as the show went off the air. Nick Aldis has had his hands full on WWE SmackDown recently. The WWE SmackDown general manager has not had the easiest time on the show, as the tag teams have been out of control for some time, going after each other. DIY has declared themselves the leaders of the tag team division, despite having lost the tag titles. Additionally, the Street Profits have also claimed that position. Things have been hostile on the brand, and the addition of Wyatt Six has only been the spark to set off the flame. In a shocking turn of events that left the WWE Universe in disbelief, SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis dropped a bombshell that reshaped the entire SummerSlam card. After a high-stakes WWE Championship match was abruptly halted due to controversy, Aldis responded with one of the boldest decisions in WWE history, a 12-person WWE Championship bout set for SummerSlam 2025. Chaos breaks loose on SmackDown. It all began on the July 25 episode of WWE SmackDown, where the main event featured a WWE Championship match between the reigning champion Cody Rhodes and top contender LA Knight. The crowd was electric, sensing that they were about to witness a classic. The bout was intense from the opening bell, with both superstars pulling out all the stops. But just as Cody looked to seal the victory with a Crossroads, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga, members of the Reborn Bloodline faction, stormed the ring and attacked both men. To the audience's horror, the referee called off the match, ruling it a no contest. But the carnage didn't end there. Kevin Owens ran down to even the odds, followed by AJ Styles and Randy Orton. Soon, chaos erupted as Drew McIntyre, Carmelo Hayes, and even Logan Paul joined the fray, each seeking vengeance, validation, or championship glory. By the time security intervened, the ring was littered with bodies and broken egos. Fans online exploded with questions: who's the rightful number one contender? Would Cody face anyone at SummerSlam? Was LA Knight robbed? Nick Aldis takes control. Backstage, Nick Aldis was seen furiously pacing, yelling into a headset. By the time the show went off the air, it was clear he wasn't going to let this slide. The next morning, WWE posted a cryptic video on X, formerly Twitter, with Aldis promising a SummerSlam announcement that would shock the system and define a new era. And he didn't disappoint. The official announcement. At a press conference held in Las Vegas, flanked by WWE officials and security, Nick Aldis stepped up to the podium with the gravity of a man carrying the entire WWE Universe on his shoulders. The WWE Championship is bigger than one man. It's bigger than politics, sneak attacks, and interference, Aldis began. After the disgrace we witnessed on SmackDown, I refuse to let the SummerSlam main event be tainted by chaos. That's why, for the first time ever, the WWE Championship will be defended in a 12-person match. One ring. 12 warriors. One champion walks out. The room erupted in shocked gasps and camera flashes. Aldis wasn't done. This won't be a battle royal. This won't be a gauntlet. It will be an elimination-style match under modified rules. 2 superstars will start. Every 2 minutes, another competitor enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, or referee stoppage. No disqualifications. No countouts. The last man standing leaves SummerSlam as WWE Champion. The participants revealed. Aldis then rattled off the 12 names that would compete. Cody Rhodes, Champion. LA Knight. Solo Sikoa. AJ Styles. Kevin Owens. Randy Orton. Logan Paul. Drew McIntyre. Carmelo Hayes. Tama Tonga. Braun Breaker. Sheamus. Each man was selected based on recent performance, title history, fan support, or unresolved rivalries. With this mix of seasoned legends, breakout stars, and unpredictable wild cards, Aldis essentially weaponized the chaos and gave it purpose. The fallout, reactions pour in. Cody Rhodes took to Instagram Live after the announcement, addressing his fans while wrapping his ribs from the brutal attack the night prior. 12 men? Bring 'em all. I was born for the fight, and I'll leave SummerSlam the same way I walked in, your WWE Champion. LA Knight, meanwhile, was less diplomatic. Nick Aldis, I see what you're doing, stacking the deck, throwing bodies at me. Doesn't matter. This is my game. Yeah. On Raw Talk, Kevin Owens said, I don't care if it's one guy or 100. I'm walking in with rage in my heart and my eyes on that gold. Logan Paul mocked the format in a YouTube vlog, calling it WWE's version of YouTuber drama, 12 dudes in a ring trying to get views. He then winked and added, but let's be real, they're all chasing me. And in a chilling video posted from a dark stairwell, Solo Sikoa simply said, this ends with me standing over everyone. Bloodline rules SummerSlam. A high-stakes showdown. This match marks the first time in WWE history that the company has sanctioned a 12-man elimination match for the championship on such a grand stage. It echoes the unpredictability of the Royal Rumble, the brutality of the Elimination Chamber, and the emotional stakes of WrestleMania main events, all rolled into one. Fans are already calling it the match of the decade before it even happens. Betting lines are fluctuating daily. Merchandise featuring all 12 superstars is flying off shelves. More importantly, Nick Aldis' decision has fans praising his authority and boldness. Some critics even suggest Aldis is now the most compelling on-screen GM since Teddy Long or William Regal. What's at stake? With Cody Rhodes' championship reign on the line, everything changes. He won't just face one challenger, he faces 11. Any mistake could cost him everything he's worked for since finishing the story at WrestleMania. For LA Knight, it's redemption. For Solo Sikoa, it's dominance. For AJ Styles and Randy Orton, it's one more shot at glory. For guys like Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker, it's the ultimate proving ground. And for Nick Aldis? It's a chance to prove that under his watch, SmackDown, and WWE, won't be hijacked by chaos. Instead, it will be forged in it. Final word. As the countdown to SummerSlam continues, the WWE Universe is on the edge of their seats. A 12-man WWE Championship match may sound insane on paper, but in a world where the unexpected is the norm, this might be exactly the kind of madness WWE needs. Nick Aldis didn't just salvage a ruined title match, he may have just created an iconic moment in WWE history. SummerSlam 2025. One ring. 12 contenders. One champion. Let the war begin.